Good evening. My name is Ralph Horn Jr., and I will be reading my critical analysis on the poem Two Bodies by Octavious Paz. The title of my critical analysis is Could Two Bodies Impact a Life? Sometimes when one faces oneself in many areas of life, it can become conflicting. In the first stanza of Two Bodies, it says, two bodies face to face are at times two ways. To one, this can mean two different things. One could either clash with oneself at times, or one can vibe with the choices they've made. The first aspect of the stanza of this poem encompasses the complications one could have with the things one does. In the second stanza, the line two bodies face to face are at times two stones and night is a desert. This could go for the things that one could do to better oneself, family, or friends, and can easily be those stones that will limit one down, but at night those desires and needs that they crave for are cast away by others could simply be a dream on a sweet cloud that they can't get over. Lastly, two bodies face to face are two stars falling in an empty sky. Are those who have those dreams and plans but choose to do nothing with them, such as robbers, killers, and those who make it in the world but fall victim to life's hard roots. This poem faces many issues to believe of oneself, but the outcome when you face many waves and stones in your life is a great one. Two waves can symbolize many things in life, the good times and the bad times. We as people must know that we have to simply get through it. The first stanza can be broken down into a category of vacation like times or the times or waves we struggle with daily. One could think this is a paradox because the meaning of the stanza, but the thought that one could conclude from the meaning of are at times two waves and a night is an ocean can make society better by using those waves to make what we do in life more valuable. Instead of looking down on one another, we can uplift one. That being a cliche and all, but when we think about the things we can do to help, it is a great feeling. Even if society has those waves with being good ones, we can always have room for improvement. We all have those dreams where we would love to flourish in, but we have those friends and family who think otherwise. Roots which are implanted in the ground bring up fresh things such as flowers, fruits, and vegetables. We have those dreams that we have planted since we were young kids, but we have the ones who go against our dreams because they feel as if they aren't suited well enough. In the end, we just have to let them know that these are for me, but they can be tough like roots pulling from the ground. Those tough roots can pull us out of the things that we normally face as bad, like sickness, poverty, and being poor. Many people live day to day with those roots and those family members who pretend to be there, but in the end want to bring you down because you are already down and also them. Society can take those roots and replant them. That means that we can help those whose dreams have gone astray and take those roots and transform them to a better liking. Two bodies face to face are two stars falling in an empty sky. We know many people who can make a living for themselves but choose not to. They could have been in better situations, but they let the world get to them. They see robbing and killing on television and often wonder, can I get away with it? One would think, no, I'm not going to do that. But a simple minded person would do it without thinking of the consequences. There have been many who have had so much going for themselves, but in the end associated with the wrong crowd and became those fallen stars in an empty sky. They symbolize this because they have no one there for them, or they simply snap and see that there is no way out but down or out of the sky. Uplifting, caring, and letting those know who have become those fallen stars is how society can get out of this quote unquote funk that they presume to be in. Those fallen stars have great potential, but in the end, they need to know someone is there cheering them on for greatness. Concluding from this, society is a great being that can make one change their lives. From being those ways which can be a great thing to a bad thing, society can make the one who is in the situation facing those ways feel great about the outcomes because they have worked so hard for them. Those roots of society have been planted in us to do good, but in the end, those roots can pull us from side to side. It is up to us to get out of those roots or replant them with greatness. Those stars that fall from an empty sky that have no one to talk to or just cry on can greatly change if we step into those lives. One knows that there are many people out there to get those jobs done, but in some cases, one ear is not enough. One has to always remember that those two bodies can go down a path of good and other can go down a path of bad. Thank you.